Hello, welcome to Chloe Harriet. I am Chloe and today we are going to be talking all things self-care. The sun, very bright, keeps going in and out of the clouds. So lighting in this video may be an issue, as you can see. Bright sun here, not so much here. I'm hoping it won't affect the video too much, but honestly it could be an issue, couldn't it? We'll just have to see how it goes, but hopefully the lighting doesn't drive you insane. Right, as I said, today we are going to be talking self-care. Now, I want to talk about how to kind of get back to feeling like yourself after you've been feeling off. Lately, I've been struggling. I really hadn't been feeling like myself. Things had just been getting a bit on top of me. I wasn't having a terrible time, but I wasn't having the best time, and I certainly didn't feel like myself one bit. I felt really drained and not like me. And so I took a day and I just tried to make the focus of that day making myself feel like myself again, which sounds silly, but it worked and it made me feel a lot better. So yeah, we're going to be talking about all things to do on a self-care day when you want to get back to feeling like yourself after maybe things haven't been so great. Before we get into it, please hit that subscribe button, make sure you're subscribed. I would love to have you join me over here, and also follow me on socials. I'm on Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, all of those good places. Facebook even now, I use that again, at Chloe Harriet, and I have a website, chloeharriet.com. So if you want to check that out, please do. Right, now we've got all that admin out the way, let's talk about the self-care things I'd recommend for kind of the perfect self-care day. The first one is probably a bit of a weird one, but you're probably doing your self-care day, I don't know, on a weekend, maybe a Sunday, and it's tempting to lie in bed all day, watch Netflix, snooze in the morning. But my first tip is to actually set an alarm. Now, not early, set it kind of later than usual so you get a bit of a lie in. But set an alarm and something which encourages you to get out of bed. Sometimes I think during self-care we spend too much time in bed and it's actually detrimental to our mental health. It doesn't actually help. Get yourself out of bed. Don't take your alarm too early because you deserve a lie-in, but also you don't want to feel like you've wasted your day in bed. So pick a time, maybe a little bit later than usual, but so that you still feel like you get a full day and get up in the morning. My next tip is to be lightly productive. Now this probably also seems like a weird one, but I don't mean write a to-do list and get stressed about all the things you need to do or start doing work tasks. Of course not, I don't mean those things. But I mean really small things which are enjoyable but also productive. Those kind of really small admin things that you just put off doing and they kind of play on the back of your mind. So when I had my day the other day, I spent some time looking through recipe books and just marking out recipes I want to cook, which was quite a nice thing to do. I also replied to any messages which needed to replying to. I've touched on this in a blog post recently. It was my goals that I'm not very good at replying to messages. Replying to any messages, and then that kind of gets rid of that nagging feeling at the back of your mind. And I booked an event which I'd known I wanted to go to, but I hadn't got around to booking. Just like little things which will make you feel like you've got stuff done, but they don't take too much brain power, they don't take too much effort, but you still have that kind of accomplished feeling. My next tip is don't let yourself feel like a slob. Now during self-care days it's very easy to stay in our pajamas all day, eat loads of crappy food, watch a lot of Netflix, stay in bed, not even bother to brush our teeth, and just not really look after ourselves. It's easy to not let ourselves feel nice because I guess in a way we kind of wallow without necessarily meaning to. And obviously you want to be comfy, you don't want to be wearing something uncomfortable, you want to be comfy. You don't want to feel too slobby. So make sure you have a nice bath or shower, make it a really nice one. Really give your body a nice moisturise after, do all of your skincare and put on some nice clean clothes. Whether that's just new pyjamas or loungewear, something which you feel comfy in, or if you're somebody who likes to dress up nice to make you feel good, then a nice outfit. But don't stay in last night's pyjamas without having a shower. Just have a wash and let yourself feel nice and clean. Put a bit of extra effort into your skincare. Just make yourself feel good and fresh. Yeah, make yourself feel good and fresh. My next one, to make it nice. By that I mean make everything nicer than it needs to be. Now, I know the most wanky, rubbish self-care tip is to light candles, but I'm going to go ahead and say it, light some candles. Not because candles will change your life, but because it's just making things a little bit nicer. And when we do things which make things a little bit nicer, it's kind of our way of saying to the universe, yeah, actually I deserve things to be nice. There's not really anything life-changing about lighting candles, but if it's going to make things just a little bit nicer than they need to be, you deserve that niceness. So light some candles, make sure your space is really clean, turn on your fairy lights, just do all the things which make things feel nice and cozy. Just, you want a good feeling around you. If you get a drink, add some like ice and lemon to it. Just make things a little bit more special than they need to be, because I think that just puts out the message to the universe that you deserve things to be special. Another thing I like to do on self-care days is clean. Now, probably not everyone will agree with this, but I find it really therapeutic to clean, to tidy, to sort things out. Another one which kind of comes under this is change my bedding. So if you have a really nice self-care day and you go to bed in the evening, you want that to transfer into the night, so change your bedding and make things really fresh in the evening as well. Maybe spray some sleep spray, clean around, do like light tidying up, so watering the plants in my bedroom I do quite a lot, and just organising things in like a very carefree way, not making a big deal out of it, but kind of cutting down on clutter. It makes my mind feel better. Having a good hoover, just making things feel cleaner always makes me feel good. My next one is to journal. Now, a lot of the time when the lighting has really changed, I apologise. My next tip is to journal. So when things are getting on top of us, there's usually stuff going on, there's usually a reason, and if you just journal about it, write about it, just get it all out, it helps. Sometimes just getting your thoughts down on paper just clarifies how you feel, and you can kind of see when you've been overthinking something, or you can just get to grips with what you're actually thinking. Sometimes as well, when things are getting too much, it's because we're confused by our own feelings. Just get it down on paper. If it's really personal stuff, burn it after that. Rip it up. People don't have to see it. Or yeah, keep it in a journal, but just get your thoughts down. And as well as journaling, I'd say write your journal to get your emotions out, and then after that also write a gratitude list. So it's very important to be grateful. Sometimes after you journal, you've kind of just reflected on all the bad things, so take some time to reflect on the good things as well. My next tip is to really look after yourself. So it's tempting to eat crap when we're not feeling great, but don't. Like, if you want a few chocolates, go ahead, but also have things which will nourish your body and look after yourself. Eat some fruit, eat some veggies, do some light exercise, maybe some yoga. There's a lot of good yoga like sessions on YouTube for yoga which makes you feel good, self-care yoga, so do something like that. You can do some meditation as well, that will just kind of clear your mind, do some breath work. Just look after your body as well as everything else. Body and mind both need looking after. My next tip is to make sure you know yourself. Now, know what's going to make you feel good on a self-care day. Probably not very helpful, but I don't know you, so I can't say what will work for you. Now, for me, I had to cancel my plans. They were with my boyfriend, but I had to say to my boyfriend, look, I need a day, because I'm very introvert. If I need self-care a lot of the time, I need to spend the day by myself. I need a day alone with myself and my thoughts, and my energy comes from spending time with myself. But if you're an extrovert, you might be that your self-care day involves seeing a lot of friends, because that's what makes you feel good. Obviously, seeing friends also makes me feel good, but it's not what I need on a self-care day. It doesn't re-energize me. And my last tip is to spend some time doing something creative. So just get a creative hobby if you've got one, or just try something new. So I do a lot of painting and a lot of crochet, and I always find it's a good way to ease my mind. It takes my mind off things. It keeps my mind busy, and busy in a good way. It makes me feel good. Figure out a creative hobby which works for you. I definitely recommend crochet and painting for self-care, but obviously there are loads of different things you could do when it comes to kind of creative hobbies. There's lots. Maybe play an instrument or something, but something which will keep you busy in a relaxing way. Those are all the tips I have for today. Now I'm not going to lie, when I initially thought of this video idea, I'm pretty sure I had more ideas and they've gone from the back of my mind, so maybe we will do a part 2 at some point. But I hope this helped. My self-care day I found really, really useful. And by the end of the day, I felt like a different person, and that's kind of what we all need sometimes, isn't it? I apologise for the absolutely awful lighting in this video. Hopefully it wasn't too distracting. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you had a great day. Let me know in the comments what you do on your perfect self-care day. Right, sending you good vibes. Bye!